You are highly welcome to the chemistry doorway of the laboratory section of the virtual chemistry laboratory. Your lecturer is Dr. Sam A. Okore from the Department of Chemistry, Federal Polytechnic, Lekki, Owerri. This simulation technique is on virtual chemistry lab. In the hallway, we have in the simulation movie or video, organic chemistry laboratory, the stock room, and the general chemistry lab. This lab is very, very important. I'll take you into one of the doorways in chemistry that will launch you into a massive laboratory where you can start conducting your chemistry practicals. So in this lab, we're going to move into, first of all, the virtual lab. In this laboratory, you have the titration lab, where you can conduct your titration experiments. We have about 5 major laboratories here. This is the calorimetric lab. You can see it by the movement of the cursor. You have the inorganic laboratory. We also have other labs like the gas laboratory, the quantum laboratory at the extreme end. This is the quantum laboratory. Now coming back to the titration lab, we are going to conduct experiment by just opening click. Here is the titration lab. As I've said before, your lecturer is Sam A. Okore. I'll take you to the stock room where you have to pick your chemicals. But the already preset experiments. These are various chemical reagents in the stock room, the acid. You have the bases, the oxidants, the reductants. Then you can just select any preset experiments. Let us pick one from this lab. This is one of the preset experiments. We have several preset experiments here. One strong acid, there's a strong base, strong acid, strong base unknown, and several of them. But we're going to look at the strong acid versus strong base titration. You pass through the doorway as indicated and return to the main laboratory. Now, we are now in the lab where you can now conduct your titration experiment in a simulated laboratory environment. If you look at this acid here, you have 0.3000 molar solution, which we are titrating against 0.300 molar solution of sodium hydroxide. On your left side is the burette where the titration will run. This is also the burette stand already filled with acid. Already filled with acid. So in this lab, you have the sodium hydroxide, the HCL lab, all of them are here for the experiments. Then we're about to start the experiment. All you need to do in this lab is just clicking and clicking and clicking. Now you're already familiar with all these various equipments. These are various indicators. The one that is being used here is highlighted, and you see the color here. Then as you go through the lab, as I'm pointing the cursor to you, you see various indicators. We're about to start the experiment. All you need to do is to click. You see, we started the titration. And you now can see the titration running now on your left on the burette. Look at it running. And you have to open the lab book. When you open the lab book, you place it somewhere on the desktop. Where you record the laboratory results. Keep on going on with the titration. You want to make it a little bit faster. And you can start recording the readings by just clicking save. Then you click again on the graph, save. It will record stop. The titration will keep on going on till we record the color change in the solution. Remember, this is a titration between strong acid and strong base. Keep on watching the titration. As it's passing through the burette, as it's dropping down in the burette, you see the burette reading here, the movement of the cursor. If you need any help, you can click the laboratory assistant. This is the lab assistant. I will give you every information on what you need as the titration is going on. You can close the laboratory assistant as you watch on the experiment. As the experiment is going on, you may decide to place the cursor here to stop it as soon as it's a color change. Let us now remain quiet or silent and watch on the titration going on. Once again, I'm your lecturer, Sam Iko, from the Department of Chemistry, Federal Polytechnic, the web administrator of the Virtual Chemistry Lab in Imo State. See, there is a change in the color of the indicator from yellow to blue. And now what you have to do, you now can go to the lab book and click on the lab book to be visible before you. Then you now go to the where you now have pressed stopped, and you click it again, and the graph and everything will save on the lab book. Look at the data. You double click the data, see what the result is all about. Is the result of the experiment. You can copy it to the spreadsheet program for analysis. And look at the graphical experiment of the acid-base titration, which you recorded too. You can also copy this to spreadsheet program for analysis. When you are through with the experiment, remember that it was exactly at the end point that this thing changed. You can scroll and see the end point. See the end point. So you can copy the whole thing to Excel program. You see the volume, you see the pH value, you see the conductivity value. When you scroll it, can give you the required result. You can select all by clicking here. When you select it, you can copy by clicking Ctrl C and take it to Excel program for analysis. Some other time we'll discuss how some of these programs, some of these data can be analyzed using an Excel program. Now, having gotten the results of our titration, how do we dispose of your experiment? You can carry it somewhere in the lab here. Where you can dispose of what is left of the titration. Somewhere in the lab, can dispose it off. So when you look at the lab, you look at where you can drop what you carried out from the experiment. Just by dragging, you dump it there. So with it now, you now have a whole set of results of the experiment from potentiometric titration of acid base using sodium hydroxide and HCL. So inside this lab also, the other things I didn't show you is where you get the pipette. You can close it. This is where you have the beakers. You can close it. This is where you have. This is also where you have other items. So thank you for listening to this program. If you're interested, you can buy or subscribe our video on virtual lab just by going to the virtual chemistry lab website. You have the full simulation software that will take you through all